Oh man, welcome back, Lisa.
This feels weird.
We're gonna be a little off, maybe. I don't know,
A little rusty.
but all I know is that music. If that intro doesn't get you fired up, I don't know what's gonna.
I mean, it gets me fired
It gets me fired up
up.
because we're about to because we bring it here on this show.
Always bring
We bring it.
was that a salute to Fed Nation?
Salute to the internet at large and Fed Nation. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Internet.
We are back from Labor Day. Yesterday we never made it on live. It was just one of those Monday, Tuesday kind of things, and just getting back to life. And we're here today though. It's Hump Day already. Short week. What the hell's going on in your world? Let us know in the comments right now what you're fired up about, because we got a lot to talk about. We're gonna get talking about FedCon. We're gonna get talking about leadership and having your team buying into the vision. There's some announcements that are going to be coming down the pike. I'm not going to, divulge too much, but I'm going to talk a little bit about things that are going down in my life. That's what this is about, and not just my life, and in the business in general. We're talking about it. So if it comes up here, it's going to come to you here.
It's true. You're an open book.
I don't know if we have anybody jumping on just yet. 3:07 p.m. Eastern. We've tinkered with this time before.
Yes, we have.
Sometimes it gets very busy, sometimes not.
Sometimes not.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's all right, because if you're watching the replay, go to fedcon.com and get your early bird tickets. We are releasing the very first keynote speaker that's going to be at FedCon. That's part of the Inspire. And this guy is going to bring it.
He's awesome.
I mean, this guy is going to bring it. You have no idea what you're in for coming to FedCon. This is an experience. This is not a conference. This is an experience.
It is an experience.
Let's just talk about briefly the Fired Up booth.
Okay. Which we just got.
We just got the Fired Up booth. Again, this is not going to be like anything you've seen in the industry. We're going to have a damn good time, there's purpose behind what we're doing. And, it's great to have fun and have joy in our work, enjoying what we're doing. But there is a purpose behind this. This Fired Up booth, it comes, you'll be able to, if you're a sponsor, you'll be able to get that branded.
Yes.
And be a sponsor for that Fired Up booth. So go check out fedcon.com and look at the sponsorships. We do have our first silver sponsor.
Yes.
Should I make that announcement?
No.
So we have a silver sponsor. We're going to make it. We'll make an announcement. We'll make something, make it pop for them and for you. So, we have some legit people and companies coming to this thing. It's going to be amazing. We're going to put the skilled trades on the map. Forget the food equipment industry. This is open. This is open to people.
So it's funny that you mentioned that this is a conference like no other. The excitement that I feel for FedCon, it's very similar to what I felt going to New York Comic Con. And the reason being is because you're going to New York Comic Con for the experience, right? Or San Diego Comic Con. You're going to those because there's going to be entertainment. You're going to be learning new things about your most favorite series and TV shows and things like that. So that's kind of that's kind of what it feels like. It just feels like this awesome, fun, good time.
Yeah.
That we're just divulging too much though. So
but this Fired Up booth, so you're gonna have the opportunity to go in this big booth, essentially, get fired up. You could bring someone with you. You could do it by yourself. And this is going to be evergreen content, I'm hoping.
Yes.
That we'll be able to continue to put out into the masses to excite the younger generation or the next, not even just the younger generation, maybe someone that's looking for a career change and they're 40 and it's like, okay, I'm looking for something different. This is not just a young man or young woman's game. This is anybody who wants to help people, who wants to work, who wants to use their hands, but also wants to use their minds, right? You want to work harder and smarter. This is the trades. That's what we do here. You like finding solutions. You like solving problems and putting puzzles together. There's a whole lot that goes into this. There's a lot of discipline and sacrifice and commitment to others, not just yourself. So we want to have evergreen content to be able to continue to put that out into the masses and attract that talent. and we can't do it alone. That's why Fed Nation exists. That's why
Yes.
the community is so strong right now. We have so much momentum coming out of RIFMA with the meetup at the barbecue joint. So it's just excitement. So you're going to get into that booth and really do your thing, and it could be as heartfelt, funny, whatever you want it to be. So that's going to be a very interesting thing that I think you're going to find.
And I do want to mention that I will be putting together video explanations for these sponsorships, just to give people a little bit more of an understanding. Why are you coming closer over here?
I just want to see something.
Just a little bit more of an understanding as to what the sponsorship packages include. So, like we're mentioning this Fired Up booth, we get questions about what is it? What are you doing it? How is this part of a sponsorship? Why should I be interested in sponsoring this booth? So we are going to actually blow this thing up and put it together and do a video on it, so you do see what it is you'd be getting on the show floor.
Yes. Boom. Yeah. So I don't know what it is.
It's a boom.
It's a boom. So, man, so that's FedCon chat right there. We'll circle back to it. What are we fired up today about though?
I'm fired up
About today though. I don't know. Man, we're fired up about having your team, your employees, your the people that you're leading buy into the vision that you're putting forth.
Okay.
That is something that is tremendously hard.
Your favorite word.
It is not easy, and I know there's people out there that are they're in their offices, they're in their business, they're doing things, and there's probably people, you're out there, you're probably saying, man, how come this guy don't get it? How come she don't get it? If I sit here and I say to myself, I know that falls on me. Whatever it is I did or didn't do to portray it, it ain't getting across to everybody. I have to fix that, and that's the tough part, because we all view life through a different lens. So, how you perceive me leading and doing things, you might be like, wow, Rich is the best leader I've ever seen. Where some other guy over here down the road, that he's like, Rich, this guy doesn't know what's going on. I'm just here for the paycheck and whatever it might be. I don't know, but everyone's viewing things differently. And I wanted to talk about this because there's really interesting things going on here at Malachi Parts and Service. Someone jumped in already?
Well, Quentin says,
Alright.
I'm sort of here, elbow deep in a dishwasher. Again, same job you may see in my episode of the Through Their Eyes, sponsored by XOI Tech.
Ooh, Through Their Eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus Feliciano, innovative technical one service, Flow Rider.
That's what I'm excited about. That's what I'm fired up about today is this Through Their Eyes series, which, yes, Quentin is going to be the second episode. And of course, Quentin gives me so many files to go through, so it's going to take me a little while to go through all of those files and composite a beautiful video for Quentin as well.
So it's in production.
It's in production.
It's in production.
Kick-ass.
It will. And tomorrow we have Through Their Eyes, episode 1 coming out. Tag Discovery Plus, Tag Discovery, Tag TLC. Tag some of these channels. But Lisa was saying I think on her post, like Ice Road Truckers and all these different trades have shows. This is a trade that needs a show. We got it here. This is the pilot episodes.
Was Mike Rowe the one behind
Dirty Jobs,
right?
Yeah, he actually spoke at a Cefesa conference.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, Through Their Eyes going tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Yes.
And then we'll be live tomorrow with Jesus down in the Somerset, New Jersey area, because he's in Jersey.
Surprise! It's going to be a very special Fired Up live in person. Not even having Jesus log in as a guest. No, we're going to have him together.
We're going to be right here next to each other.
It's going to be awesome.
We're going to be right here next to each other, so that's going to be great. And what are we fired up about today? We're talking about, again, back to this vision and having the team buy into it, Lisa. When I think about what the vision here is, we want to build the best food equipment service company in New Jersey.
Okay.
That was my thing. I would say when I have meetings here, we want to own New Jersey. We want to be the standard of what all others look to. We want to be, I don't have that on now, but the Malachi Cares logo that's on these guys' hats, that's on my hat usually. That means communication For anyone wondering, oh, Malachi cares, it means communication. That's what we're trying to make happen upstairs here. We put people in place. We got Steph back in the building. We've added dispatch and service support specialists and billing. We have a really strong thing going on up there right now. We're building it.
For those who don't know Steph, can you elaborate as to what his role is right now?
So yeah, Steph was with us for some years, and he's back now. Right after Labor Day today, actually, he's back in the parts department, assisting technicians with quotes and parts orders. Just everything you could think that goes down in the parts department and inventory warehousing and all that stuff. So
Gotcha.
he's gonna be working with John up there.
I love that Taz is watching on LinkedIn now because StreamYard doesn't like him on Facebook.
Oh, there you go. So, well, welcome to LinkedIn, Taz. And I interviewed someone a couple weeks back, and someone that I've known for quite a while. Someone I respect greatly. Strong. Someone say something.
Jeff just knows how to make me laugh. He says parts for what?
Parts for the DeLorean. So a guy that I respect and a guy that's a professional, and we sat and talked, not too long, maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. Just kind of seeing where he might fit in to this beautiful thing we're building. And he said, Rich, you sold me on the vision.
That's awesome.
In 40 minutes. I can't get guys that have been here 10 years. I mean, that's not really true. I shouldn't say that. But it's just miraculous to see that someone got it right out of the gate. And it's tough because, when you have people that aren't in the office and aren't paying attention to, if I'm doing stuff on media, when you talk about technicians or sales or anyone out in the field, they don't feel we talked about this. They don't feel the culture. They don't feel it every day. I want to figure out how to change that a little. And I've done that a little bit by adding community and the text messaging and trying to stay in touch with them every week with that. I mean, that's just one little thing, but we got to figure out better ways. But no, the vision is to be the best. There is no other alternative. And within that vision, it's about, talking about what we're probably going to see at FedCon with the culture of good, being good to people, being good to the guy and the girl next to us. No bad mouthing each other. I mean, that happens all the time. You see it in the field. A tech comes behind another tech and says, "Oh, whoever was here before," so, well, it was us. Paying attention, understanding that there's something bigger and greater than just one individual. It's about company. Same thing when you look at it like military. It's about country. It's not about one individual. It's about country. It's about company. It's about the company at hand. And and this is kind of coming to be talked about today because we have a serious business transaction going down that is going to put us into a bigger market and put us into a place to begin to grow and see that growth. And the vision is to listen. I have big, listen, we all have big dreams. People have big dreams. The dream is to really own the tri-state area. And Gary Vee says all the time, I want to build the biggest building in town, but not by tearing down everyone else's. That's not what we're looking to do. We're looking to do the right thing by all people we come in contact with. Sometimes we're going to make hard decisions. Sometimes those decisions are going to affect others. It's always about the greater good of the company. My dad always said the business comes first. We've got to pay attention to that. It's not about him or her or even me. It's about the business at hand. And the vision that's set forth is about being good to each other. And let's get this thing rocking and rolling the right way. There's some things like inventory for us here is a black hole. I know we could be better if we had a better inventory system in place. And by the way, that is all these things are in the works. Little pieces of the puzzle are happening. And I just need to let you know, as if you're leading the team, me too, you have to let the team know what's going on. Even if you think that this doesn't involve them. Everything involves everyone. Now, I'm not saying you got to tell them everything that's happening, but then when there's big inventory changes that's going to be happening on Tex Vans, the way we do systems and processes with ordering and quotes, and we have certain ways we do things. These things need to be communicated to everyone at hand for everyone to buy into the vision that's going to lead us into the future. technology. I mean, this was a tough thing for people to swallow. GPS was a tough thing for people to swallow here. These guys are like, oh, you can put GPS in. I mean, listen, GPS, tablets, smartphones. I mean, what's next? I don't know. We got to stay on trend. That's part of the vision. Making technology at the forefront of everything we do. So it's not going to be easy. And this is one of the tall tasks that I have that kind of give me anxiety at night because I think about all these different moving parts and it keeps me up and I wake up out of my sleep. I'm walking around aimlessly at 2:00 in the morning. And I know that doesn't help, by the way. That doesn't help. You can't solve your problems at 2 a.m.
Your vacation was supposed to help you.
I mean, maybe it did. I came back a little bit better.
I see it. You did.
I came back a little bit better. I turned it off completely, pretty much. Took a couple of calls, a couple of texts. I really didn't pay attention to much else. And now we're back. We have a lot to do now. So here we are, Lise.
Tez says GPS is still a tough thing. Only been around since the 90s. And I'm not sure what Jeff means by Phineas and Ferb tri-state area because I didn't watch that show.
I didn't watch that either. Sorry. But man, listen, I'm just I don't even know. I don't even know what to say at this point. I just rambled for 10 minutes.
It's okay.
I rambled. That was a rambled fired up. If you're watching the replay, let me know what you think. I don't know. I'm a little rusty and
We're rusty
all coming off the long holiday weekend. But the point is, I think at the end of this fired up here, the point of all this is knowing that the vision that you want your team to buy into starts with the leader. It starts with that person. It starts with you. If you're that leader, it starts with you. If it's going right, it's probably because of the things that you're doing. If it's going wrong, it's probably because of things that you're doing or not doing. And that's what I have to, continue to remind myself when I see things as that leader from the top, looking at things now from a different perspective. If things are broken, it's my job to fix it. And having people, people don't, aren't going to just follow someone haphazardly. They're going to leave. They're going to quit. They're going to move on. We have to, as leaders, be what we see in our minds for our employees. We have to be that. There's a lot of work to do. I feel like I got that, and that's something that I think is going to get me to the next step. I'm holding on to too much, and I need to start to believe a little bit more.
I have a comment to bring in. Inventory is a huge role in the entire industry. Real talk. Tons of opportunities for growth within the industry, but without focus on certain topics, everyone is running in different directions. Fed could be a huge driver for industry collaboration to increase efficiency.
How so? Do you think? I mean, that's something. That's an interesting thought. I don't know. That would have to be really drawn out to what the hell are we talking about here?
Jeff, you're gonna throw this at us, and we just said we're very rusty today.
Well, no, I mean, listen. When you talk about the Fed network, we were talking briefly a little bit today.
That's actually what my first thought.
Yeah, we were talking today about having a Fed network. Not too in depth. Just like some thoughts, but and I don't want to talk too much about what we talked about because I don't want to put it out into the stratosphere here. But
I do think that Fed membership will help this definitely in terms of industry collaboration.
Yeah, I think we will be able to solve some problems. I think that inventory, like I said, inventory, first time fixes, communicating to customers, and education for the end user. There's a lot of stuff I think that could be put together with the Fed membership and the Fed network. I mean, the only thing I could do is continue to stay tuned because we got a lot of balls in the air. And if we had about 5 or 6 more people here on this team that, we would be able to bring on board, train to understand what we're doing here. we could probably move a little faster if we grew some legs. But right now, there's only 2 legs.
2 legs, 4 legs.
Just 4 legs now.
Unless you have 1 leg and I have 1 leg.
So, hey, what's up, Jesus? See you tomorrow. I see Ben down there. I see you guys having a good time down at Revent. Shout out to the Revent crew, Brian Golden and Tom Schiller and everybody training down there. It's one of the best trainings, if not the best, I've heard from a lot of technicians saying that it's really in depth and they get a lot out of it. So we actually had a couple of techs scheduled to go, but they are on they're off right now. They're injured. So
I have Taz saying your team also needs to learn to manage up as well as waiting for you to manage down.
yes,
I like that concept.
Taz has a lot of gems.
That's why he's our region leader.
That's for sure. Man, what else, Lisa? I don't know. I don't even know. It's one of these weird weeks coming off a holiday down in Virginia Beach. By the way, Virginia Beach was beautiful. Good time had by all. It was fun to see my nephew and run around. He got a little Batman costume. He's zipping all around down there.
Oh.
So that was cool to see. But yeah, listen, we're fired up about a lot of stuff. Obviously, we continue to move through the year, and we have some things on the pike. I know we keep talking about this breakfast hash round table. We got this Halloween pumpkin carving competition. I mean, October is going to be here before you know it.
We're probably never going to get to it.
We could do that because that just involves putting together, I think, some contest rules.
All right,
and
maybe after next week. Maybe the third week of September should be clear.
Yeah, well, we could release something then to let them know, between October 1st and October whatever, you have the opportunity to carve your pumpkin, submit it. I don't know. What?
Just think about all these balls in the air.
Hey, Alexander, all the way from Russia. What is going on out there? How are you? All right, listen, we're gonna get more fired up through the week. Now, listen, interestingly enough, talking about this business transactions and interesting things going down here as we expand and grow, the fired up lives are probably going to slow down somewhat. We'll have to see how we can figure this out. Obviously, we could do it from afar.
Yes.
But I just don't know what my days are going to look like. Probably between September 15th through probably October 1st. I don't know what things are going to look like for the last two weeks, of the year, 2 weeks of the year. So there might be some missed days on these fired ups.
Or maybe I'm just going to put it out there. There's somebody that would like to do some fired up takeovers.
Oh.
And I could still run the fired up, but have some folks jump in to do me fired up instead of you.
Well, I already know 2 guys that are down. But I'd love to see Josh and Taz will do it. They would love it. Why not?
I could actually really do that.
I'm sure Josh and Taz wouldn't mind getting fired up for 15.
Jeff said it too. Start subbing out your fired up to Fed members. That's exactly what I'm talking about, Jeff. Come on.
Are you going to do it?
Jeff's going to do it.
Let's get Jeff on here, man. Let's do this.
Jeff and I will get fired up.
Just remember, the only rule is we don't name names. We don't bash here. We just talk about the issues. We talk about things hands. We're not here to hurt. We're here to create impact and create change for the greater good of the food equipment industry. Yes. So that's the only rule. Other than that, let it ride.
Oh, Taz, that's true. He says I can do it, but you have to get StreamYard to play nice. But I don't know if StreamYard's going to play nice with the Arkansas Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that might be tough.
That's going to be a tough one, Taz.
But, well, listen, Taz jumps on with Walmart Zoom and everything. I mean, I'm sure he gets through the day with that.
Jeff says, if we can't bash, then I'm out.
I knew he was going to be the one. But yeah, let's get some people. Maybe we'll just reach out to some people and see if they want to do the takeover.
I'll post it up in the group. See if anyone would love to sub in.
Yeah, maybe they could do it Thursday and Friday next week. They could start.
Thursday, Friday night. No,
Oh
that'd be
no,
rough.
oh no, you won't be able to do that.
We won't be able to do
We won't be able to do that.
No.
So it would be the week starting September
20th? Yes. We got our second cable last week, says Taz.
Yeah, let's look and see on the calendar here. Do. Yeah, it is the 20th. So we could say, the week of the 20th, we who wants to take over fired up? Who wants to get fired up and take this thing over? It's a takeover.
Takeover.
So I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure Josh will do it. I'm sure Taz is down. Jeff Victory, I don't know if he's able to do it without dropping bombs on people. And
Like
Yeah,
I
I
said,
know.
I'm gonna post it up in the Fed group and see if we have some serious folks that would want to jump on some fired up lives and to make it less awkward. Don't worry, I will do it with you.
you know who would be cool to see? Nick Cribb.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you, Nick, if you're watching the replay, I don't know if you watch this at all. But we can reach out to Nick. He hosted the Sufesa Awards in DC.
Yeah,
Unbelievable, this guy.
that's awesome.
Unbelievable. I don't know if they're doing that or what's going on in Sufesa conference, but if there is something, maybe he's doing it. You'll get to see him in action. He is a natural up there. Hilarious. Just keep them moving. So I would love to see him get fired up on here about what he's got going on down in Hotlanta. With Sam Service and just the industry in general. So maybe we reach out to Nick.
Okay.
We got Josh, we got Taz, get a few guys, see what we do.
Got it. Cool.
All right, so we got something going from this fired up. We've moved along.
We have, and that's why we should end it on a high note.
We're ending on a high note. We're out of here. We're fired up about God knows what today. I just rambled for about 10 minutes or more.
You
I'm
have
not.
to get your feet wet again.
Yeah, it'll be good. I don't know why I just yelled, yeah. But listen, let's end it like this. Through their eyes, go over to YouTube, go to Fed TV on YouTube, and you could set the reminder for yourself there. It's gonna be a premiere.
Yep.
So it'll be released. You'll be able to chat live, watch it live as it's going down. All live stuff going on. So make sure you do that tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Jesus Feliciano, first one out of the gate, first episode. This is history, ladies and gentlemen. I really believe this is history. We are making history. And I know it might not seem like that right now because we're kind of smack dab in the middle of it. And it's like, what are we doing here? It's going to be history. This is going to be groundbreaking. There's 10 episodes set to go in this series. XOI Technology stepped up and said, yeah, we're going to sponsor it. We believe in the trades. We believe in what you're doing. And I said, well, I believe in you guys. And here we are. And we're doing it. And now Lisa's producing and getting these things all together after it comes back from the field. So I can't wait to hear the feedback. I know Lisa's going to really want to hear the feedback on what you think from this first episode. She put a lot of time and work into it too. So I didn't do anything. I'm just here.
You're the face.
I'm going to grab the glory.
You're the host.
I'm just the host. But seriously, I really do. And we talk about Discovery, we talk about TLC, we talk about A&E, we talk about FX. I don't know what station it belongs on. I don't care what station it gets to. I just know the masses need to see what this industry is about. And if we had like a network behind us, it could be 10 times better.
Oh, absolutely.
So feel free to tag Discovery, TLC, all these stations, and let's see if we can't make them see what the hell's going on over here in the skilled trades. And tag my girl while you're at it. What the hell?
Sure.
Cool. All right. Well, listen, if you're here with me live, thank you. If you're watching the replay, thank you. Jump in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions about Through Their Eyes, if you have any questions about FedCon, and we will continue to get fired up as the year progresses, Lise.
Woo.
Woo. I guess we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, guys.
Peace.